we're very close, and I think we can get underway.
All right, excellent. So, okay, good evening, Dr. Marusse, Dr. Cohen, Mr. Clemens, Ms. Moran, members of the faculty, family members, and students. Welcome to Nipmuc's National Honor Society virtual induction ceremony. Thank you all for joining us this evening, and I would like to give a special thanks to all the faculty members who took the time to celebrate our inductees. My name is Justine Nicholson, and I am this year's president of the National Honor Society. It is an honor and a privilege to speak with you tonight. This is the first time NHS induction has been done virtually, so please stand by if we experience any technical difficulties or transitioning issues. The National Honor Society includes a wide range of former members with familiar names such as Robert Penn Warren, Tina Fey, John Stewart, Diane Sawyer, and many other influential names that claim an affiliation with the National Honor Society. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the faculty of our school for induction as new members of our NHS chapter. For current members and those former members who may be among our guests, we hope tonight will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you too are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. Tonight, we are proud to celebrate Nipmuc's 58th National Honor Society induction. Membership is not an easy feat. Students must demonstrate excellence in the 4 pillars that serve as defining qualities of our membership. First, character. Fairness, responsibility, respect, trustworthiness, caring, and citizenship are all characteristics that these inductees have displayed. Second, service. This year, the students on this Zoom have completed over 800 hours of community service. Third, leadership. They have accomplished great things for the community within this past year. And lastly, scholarship. Nipmuc's academic rigor has allowed the inductees to show their dedication to their studies as they work to earn impressive grades. Inductees, you are here tonight because of your hard work, determination, persistence, and achievement. For this, we congratulate you. Now I will begin the portion of the night where we will hear speakers offer their congratulations and express the pillars that construct the foundation of the National Honor Society. First, I would like to invite our superintendent, Dr. Marusse, to speak.
Thank you, Justine. Good evening, everybody. First and foremost, I'd like to extend my most sincere congratulations to the 40 outstanding students we're honoring tonight in this special ceremony. As superintendent, I feel very comfortable saying that all of the teachers in our district, from Mrs. McDonald in kindergarten at Memorial to Mr. Merton here at Nipmuc, are really, really proud of you. This is certainly a great accomplishment in your career. And to our moms and dads watching on YouTube, I have a simple message: job well done. Tonight is a benchmark for your sons and daughters, but quite frankly, it's also one for you. Our teachers consistently strive to bring their students to higher standards, but the #1 influence on achievement still remains the home. Your children have been on a journey of academic success, one that is anchored by your support, guidance, and love. Their accomplishments give me a great deal of hope for our future, as well as a great deal of pride in our district. Thank you for all that you have done and continue to do. To our students here tonight, I also say, job really well done. I have to be honest, I have a tinge of sadness that we're not celebrating this together in the Nipmuc auditorium. But unfortunately, that's the cruel reality of this crisis. However, I hope you take the challenges of this crisis and you grow and meet those challenges. My good friend Agustin, who lives in Madrid with his family and has been strictly quarantined for now 12 weeks, reminded me last week during a Zoom session that the Chinese word "wuji" means both crisis and opportunity. It has two meanings for the same exact word. It's my hope that good can come out of this crisis and that all of you will find multiple opportunities to exercise true leadership as you've done throughout your years at NITMUC. Yes, as Justine just said, there are 4 pillars of the National Honor Society: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. All 4 of these are very important, but I would argue that one of them, leadership, is the one that's needed now more than ever. So much has been said and written about the topic of leadership. In fact, most graduate school programs in the area of management require a course in leadership. In such a course, you can contemplate the behaviors, habits of mind, and theories of action of leadership until your head spins. Now, don't get me wrong. I think there's value in studying the qualities of effective leaders. However, experience has taught me that leadership is often something that occurs very quietly in the quality of everyday interactions we have with people in our lives. I think about the multitude of service projects that have been done at NITMUC, things like volunteering at Milford Hospital, working with elderly residents at a local nursing home, or even leading the effort to build the inventory of our community's food bank. I know that these are things that oftentimes Mr. Clements and Mrs. Moran love to highlight. In my opinion, these types of projects are true leadership. Behavior theorist Drew Dudley calls this concept everyday leadership. And it goes something like this. Leadership is not about big, grandiose actions that are bigger than us. Rather, it's about all of the decisions and actions that are made that impact other people's lives. Far too often, we're convinced that leadership is something that's, big and beyond us, as it's about something large like changing the whole world, and only these really big things are worth celebrating. I believe that we must not devalue the things that we do every day, such as treating all with compassion, with empathy, caring, and understanding. And we need to celebrate them as the most important difference makers. I hope that all of tonight's inductees continue to make a difference in others' lives by paying it forward, by shaping another individual for the better. In his work, The Wisdom of Compassion, the Dalai Lama notes this simple idea, quote, "There is no world. There's only 7 billion understandings of it. If you can change just one person's understanding of it and what they're capable of, one person's understanding of how much people care about them, one person's understanding of how powerful an agent for change they can be, then indeed you've changed the world." So as you would expect from the Dalai Lama, leadership is not about money, it's not about power, nor titles and influences. It's about relationships, plain and simple. Like everybody in the Mendon-Upton Regional School District, I'm confident that all of you talented students will continue to exercise your leadership and impact lives for the better. We need you. Our communities need you, and a world with a lot of uncertainty needs you. I know all of you will meet the challenge. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, Dr. Ruszczyk. I would now like to invite our Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Cohen, to give some remarks.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Good evening. First of all, I'd like to express my sincerest of congratulations to our new National Honor Society inductees. It is not by accident that you're here with us tonight. Rather, this moment is a culmination of your hard work, determination, late nights, I'm sure, and everyday choices where you have demonstrated excellence in the NHS pillars of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Congratulations also is in order for your parents and family members, as this accomplishment often does not happen in isolation. I'm sure if you're here, your own personal network has been a part of the reason why you thrive as a leader and as a learner. I'm honored to be given the opportunity to share a few thoughts with all of you. I asked Justine what themes were this year's focus, and she identified perseverance, adaptability, and remote learning. So as I took a moment to reflect upon these, the images that first flashed before my eyes were fancy Zoom virtual backgrounds, TikTok challenges that I'm trying and not succeeding on, and Tiger King memes. However, none of those quite seem to be the match for the perseverance and adaptability for a remote learning setting. Then I thought of John B. Now, no one has persevered or adapted as much as John B. Now, not John B from the just released Netflix series Outer Banks, but John B, the persistent squirrel in my backyard, who my younger son Liam named after the character in Outer Banks. So the Outer Banks character of John B, if you're unfamiliar with the new series that just came out last month, is the main protagonist and leader of his group of friends. His father went missing while trying to salvage a sunken ship, and he will stop at nothing to uncover the secrets behind his disappearance. So tonight, I'll share 5 life lessons in perseverance and adaptability, courtesy of John B, the squirrel. But first, please allow me to tell you the story of how we were introduced. I have to admit, I never thought much about squirrels. Not sure any of us really do. I didn't pay attention to them other than to try to avoid hitting them when they dart across the street. But when we're forced to press pause on our busy 21st century life and take a look at what's around us, we start to notice things we never did before. So it all started when I decided to hang 2 bird feeders off the back of my house. I thought they would be a nice distraction as I sat in my chair between the 2 bird feeders while I'm in endless Zoom meetings. Then one day everything changed. John B showed up with a giant leap from the roof onto the screen and a loud crash and started feasting on the birdseed. And I thought a quick bang of the hand on the glass would stop him, but he just looked at me and basically rolled his eyes, not too far off from my 8th grader's eye roll skill, so I recognized it. So then I had to enter phase 1 of what later would be called Operation Squirrel. When I proceeded to open the window and yell at him to get away, which worked temporarily, he often appeared minutes later. This continued day after day, and then the research in me had me typing in Google and also asking Alexa, how to keep squirrels away from bird feeders. The research was not promising, as one website shared that, quotes, no mammal is as competent at achieving their goal, ready to defy every design, every device, and every technology intended to keep them from consuming sunflower seeds, peanuts, and corn. And it couldn't have been more true. So it was time for phase 2, which involved WD-40 on the pole, and I even tried a new feeder that was supposed to be squirrel proof. Do you think that stopped John B? Nope. Now instead of approaching from the side screens, he would dangle precariously off the edge of the roof. And this was the moment when I wish I could show you the picture I took of him dangling upside down, staring at me, almost mocking me. This is when I started to lose my mind and take it to the next level. Phase 3, bring out the dogs. When John B or one of his squirrel friends would start to approach, I would yell squirrel and send my black dog to chase him away. And at first I thought my new plan was the new solution until I had the Apple squirrel incident. That was the day I jumped up, forgetting that my camera was on and my audio was on while I was in a meeting with our Apple partners and vendors, some I had just met for the first time, and yelled, squirrel, get the squirrel, when John B jumped onto the screen behind me. I had literally turned into the crazy squirrel lady within 1 month's time of remote learning. I violated half the norms I was responsible for creating with Zoom for the district, and all because of John B's persistence. So this was the turning point in our relationship. And I've resigned myself to the fact that in order to live in harmony with the birds and the squirrels, I'm just going to have to buy more bird seed. So you can see this is why my story is not about how I'm personally adapting to remote learning, which obviously I still have a long way to go, but rather the 5 life lessons from our friend John B, the squirrel, for all of you inductees. So what advice would John B share with all of you tonight about perseverance and adaptability? he would advise you to, number one, stay relentlessly focused on your goals. Let those goals be your North Star. You've accomplished a huge goal with your induction tonight, but we all know this is just the beginning of many exciting moments for all of you. May you be as relentless in pursuit of your passions and dreams as John B. Number two, he would say, be prepared for obstacles and challenges that will be put in your path, such as global pandemics in our own case currently, or perhaps grease on a bird feeder pole for John B. But don't let those challenges define you. It's all how you react to the obstacles put in your path that defines your future success. Number three, he would say, take risks, because without risks, there are no rewards. John B. was willing to outrun dogs, hang from rooftops, and scale screens because the outcome was worth the risk. Now, I'm not advocating hanging off rooftops, but your growth will only come when you're willing to step out of your comfort zone, and your biggest growth will come in moments of failures along the journey. And number four, he would say, you have to think creatively and be flexible in your approach. Complex problems require creative solutions, often which occur through trial and error. And number five, he would say, don't take yourself too seriously. Now, I've never met a serious squirrel, and as you pursue your goals, be sure to laugh along the way. I know that John B. is laughing every day when he reaches the bird feeder undetected. So once again, from John B. and myself, congratulations to all of you on your accomplishments, and I look forward to seeing many more to come as you pursue your goals.
Excellent. Thank you, Dr. Cohen. I would also now like to invite our co-principals, Mr. Clements and Ms. Moran, to speak.
Thank you, Justine. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for the chance to get dressed up. Thank you for the chance to celebrate. While we may not be able to celebrate in person, there's really no more important time to recognize the accomplishments of our new inductees and what each of our NHS members represents with their membership. As you heard from Justine earlier, NHS is a group of people across the globe who share a commitment to four ideals: scholarship, leadership, character, and service. In this time of uncertainty and upheaval, it is these values that provide the sense of hope and optimism that lifts us up.
Examples of scholarship are all around us, such as researchers who are working feverishly in labs across the planet, applying their learning in biology, chemistry, anatomy, and physiology to heal our world. You see scholarship at work in the efforts of journalists who keep us informed and connected amidst the isolation of staying home. We find scholarship in the efforts of policymakers who are tapping into their knowledge of economics, social services, and public health to provide support to us in our time of need. We see scholarship in the efforts of countless entrepreneurs and professionals who are focusing less on profits and more on creating solutions that bring us together, keeping us healthy, and provide data to serve as a lighthouse amidst the storm we are weathering.
In these challenging circumstances, we look to leadership for a sense of comfort and confidence. Each day we see examples on display, whether in the plain-spoken, science-driven guidance of Dr. Fauci, the steadfast and resolute comments of our own Governor Baker, or the personal, frank, and informative briefings of Governor Cuomo. We see that leadership rises to the challenge of its times. When strong, leadership builds confidence, reinforces community, and offers comfort and knowledge through its guidance.
As we make our way through each new day, we look for inspirational examples of character that boost our spirits. How many of us have felt the surge of emotion when watching recordings of New Yorkers cheering from their windows to celebrate our healthcare workers? How many of us have been moved by the stories of parents who are managing their professional responsibilities while keeping their own children safe, happy, curious, and learning? Who hasn't had a smile brought to their face by stars like John Krasinski, who used his fame as a platform to create the Some Good News Network and offer a digital prom to our nation's seniors? Who among us hasn't received a card or a note, a text or a message from friends and family who are thinking of those they love?
In service, perhaps most of all, we've gained a deeper understanding of service as we recognize the health professionals, the National Guardsmen and women, and our first responders who put others' health and safety before that of their own. But not only them, we also recognize the service of essential employees those who keep our grocery stores open, who deliver to our homes, and who leave their houses each day to allow us to stay in ours. These 4 ideals that we celebrate tonight are more than ceremonial. It is these values that our school, our country, our world depend on.
These values don't belong solely to those we see on TV, to those in elected offices, or to those with star power. Rather, these are qualities shared by all of us. They are on display in those who watch a DIY video to make masks for healthcare workers.
They exist in those who check on their neighbors or make a pharmacy or supermarket run to those who are the most vulnerable.
They can be seen in a community that rallies around its seniors at a time when their sense of celebration has been upended.
And they shine brightly in each of you, in your own scholarship, leadership, character, and service, and in the many ways you will make our world a little smarter, a little more secure, a little more hopeful, and a little more generous.
So this evening, we say thank you for being another reason to be optimistic. We show our gratitude for the way you make your ideals, the way your ideals make our community stronger. We say congratulations for living the values that will guide us to a brighter, healthier future. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Clements and Ms. Moran. At this point in the ceremony, we will have current members speak on the different pillars of the National Honor Society. First, Jared Heather will speak on character and service. Inductees must demonstrate character by seeking character references from past teachers and must show service by performing 10 hours of volunteerism in their community. Jared?
I light the candle for the pillar of character. Character is defined as the mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual. These qualities appear in your everyday life, such as how you treat others, what principles you follow, and how you act in different situations. Character is what makes you unique and is the #1 thing that defines who you are as an individual. Character is not only defined in life's everyday moments, but it also appears in life's hardships and many obstacles that you will face. A strong character will push past these hurdles and move forward bearing an optimistic and determined attitude. Character is portrayed by how quick you can get up after you've been knocked down. Character is how you react when someone tells you that you can't do something. And most importantly, character is defined by your moral standards in life, something by which you've all been recognized for. As National Honor Society inductees, all of you have been recognized for your outstanding character inside and out of school, as well as your determination to be the best version of yourselves. Never lose sight of who you truly are. Next, I light the candle for the pillar of service. Service can mean a multitude of things, from something simple or a small act of kindness, such as taking out the neighbor's trash, to something larger, like providing clothes for the needy or donating food to a food pantry. There is no definition of service. Everyone has their own view, and that's what makes every act so much more special. As National Honor Society members, service should be a way to give back to your community and help those around you. Service allows for deeper connections to members of your community and creates a sense of teamwork within the National Honor Society chapter. As a fellow NHS member, I challenge all of you to seek out opportunities to make a difference in the lives of others, or simply just to put a smile on someone's face. A small act can go a long way. Congratulations to all of the new inductees, and I look forward to seeing all the incredible things you will accomplish as members of the National Honor Society. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jared. Second, Cassidy Candela will speak on scholarship and leadership. To fulfill the scholarship requirement, inductees must demonstrate academic integrity and maintain a minimum cumulative 3.0 GPA. Secondly, the L in the NHS emblem stands for leadership. To be inducted, students must demonstrate leadership in our community, either through the completion of a leadership project or through references of leadership. Go ahead, Cassidy.
I light the candle of scholarship. Okay, well, it's lit, really. The ability to learn can be one of the most valuable skills for a student to have. It is this skill that allows students to develop a deeper understanding for all things, whether they come from within the classroom or out in the real world. The aptitude for learning is what allows students to understand the events of the past and present, such that we can forge ahead into a bright future. The inductees you see here are more than proven that they possess the ability not only to learn, but act on what they have learned. Through their excellent grades, they have shown their ability to succeed within the classroom, and through their service projects and leadership roles, that they are more than capable to carry this knowledge over into society. It is thanks to these inductees that I can say without a doubt that the future is bright. I light the candle of leadership. Each of these inductees displays leadership differently, whether it be on the field, in the classroom, or a club activity. Through your efforts, you have proved that you care about the influence you are having on others. You have proved that you can go into any situation and not only take orders as you have done for so many years before, but now you can guide and inspire those around you. I would like to congratulate our new National Honor Society inductees on this great honor and thank you for all of your hard work. Through not only your induction process, but other aspects of your life, you have acquired the skills to make artful and educated decisions in your future endeavors. I am excited to work with you, but remember that your job as a leader does not end here. Congratulations.
Thank you, Cassidy. Now we shift the ceremony's focus from requirements to achievements. I must say that every single inductee presented exceptional applications. It's clear that everyone put their best foot forward, and we were really impressed by that. There were a few projects of our newly inducted members that we thought would be the most representative of this group's work. First, Morgan Conley. Morgan created fidget quilts for people with Alzheimer's disease. Each quilt had different textured items on them that were used by many memory care facilities. When Alzheimer's patients felt the different textures on the quilt, they sometimes conjured lost memories of their past and sparked new conversations. Morgan made 9 fidget quilts, which she donated to a local assisted living home. Her quilts helped numerous Alzheimer's patients work through their disease. Congratulations, Morgan. You should be proud of what you've accomplished. Second, Lucy Nicholson, my sister. Inspired by our mom's recent diagnosis of multiple sclerosis, Lucy organized a Skate for MS event in which she invited family and friends to donate to the MS Society while enjoy themselves at the local ice skating rink. Lucy raised over $2,500 through this event, which will go towards funding vital research for this neurodegenerative disease. Congratulations, Lucy. I'm so proud of you. Next, Kamaria Baham. With donations from her local dentistry and her own funds, Kamaria made bags of food and hygiene products to hand out to homeless shelters. Kamaria distributed these bags across Worcester and Providence, and she helped several people in need who may have been unsure of where to find their next meal. Congratulations, Kamaria, for all that you have accomplished. And lastly, Luwani Alankar. Luwani sold nearly 200 Yuta bands to raise money to sponsor the education of a girl named Carla Paola Carni Careto, who is studying to become a preschool teacher and a psychologist with hopes to open a clinic in her own community. Luwani raised $1,260 for Carla, which helped her to receive the education that she deserved. Congratulations, Luwani, for this fantastic accomplishment. Thank you to all who have demonstrated exceptional leadership through your projects. You should be very proud of all that you've accomplished, and we're very much looking forward to what you will achieve in the future. Now we will begin the induction of our new members. Members of this year's NHS Executive Board, including myself, will recognize each inductee. I just ask that all of you inductees, when we say your name, please unmute yourself and say hello in the Zoom so we can put you in the spotlight. Okay? Okay, so I'm gonna go first. Passan Abdelmessi. I don't think she's here tonight. Joseph Acker.
Hello.
Luani Alankar.
Hi.
Emily Aaron.
Hi.
Kamaria Baham.
Hi.
Abigail Benoit.
Hi.
Julia Brereton.
Hi.
Shane Brown.
Hi.
Kylie Carter.
Hi.
Catherine Casey. Catherine, is she not here? Okay. Morgan Conley.
Hello.
Samuel Denson.
Hi.
Christina DeRocher.
Yeah, woohoo!
Lilette Emile.
Hi.
Amanda Frieswick,
Hello.
Kaylee Golden,
Hi.
Nadia Gamoko,
Hi.
Lauren Hay,
Hi.
Kellen House,
Hi.
Kendall Jason,
Hi.
Cooper Johnson,
Hi.
Kathleen Kilcoyne,
Hello.
Connor Lacrosse,
Hello.
Jack Lahar,
Hi.
Luke Lang,
Hi.
Alexis Levine,
Hi.
Jordan Lindquist,
Hi. Michelle McMahon, and I don't think she's here. So Madison Murphy. Hi. Lucy Nicholson. Hi. Eric Rapeco.
Hello.
Harrison Roush.
Hello.
Clara Scott.
Hi.
Kaylee Service.
Hi.
Macy Spagenberg.
Hi.
Grace Stewart. Grace Stewart. Okay. She's not here. Julia Sullivan.
Hi.
Melody Todd.
Hello.
Sydney Vanas.
Hi.
And Anna Winham.
Hi.
Excellent. We will now invite each inductee to recite the National Honor Society oath with us. Mr. Evans is going to screen share. Boop. There we go. So after I read each individual line, I ask that all inductees unmute themselves and repeat the line after me. Okay, so I pledge myself to uphold.
I pledge myself.
The high purposes of the National Honor Society.
The high purposes of the National Honor Society.
To which I have been selected.
To which I have been selected.
I will be true to the principles for which it stands.
I will be true to the principles for which it stands.
I will be loyal to my school.
I will be loyal to my school.
And will maintain and encourage. High standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character.
High standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character.
Thank you all. To the inductees, tonight you join the past and present NHS members. This membership is an honor as well as a challenge in the classroom and in the community. Hold this privilege with respect and dignity as others will look to you as role models. Remember to push yourself to excel in different areas as you expand what it means to be a member of the National Honor Society. I look forward to what this new group will do and how they will impact Nipmuc's chapter, as I know they will only do great things, not only for the chapter, but also for the school and for the greater community. On behalf of all members of the National Honor Society, thank you for coming to this ceremony. I would also like to take the time to thank a few people who helped make all of this possible. First, thank you to all of the administration, Dr. Maruschek, Dr. Cohen, Mr. Clements, and Ms. Moran, and faculty who support our organization, including our faculty council, Mr. Bisbee, Mr. Campbell, Ms. Dreyer, Mrs. LaFlash, and Ms. Plant, as well as my executive council, Rachel Dunleavy, Silvana Abdomessi, Christina Tong, and Naya Gazda, and of course, our lovely chapter advisor, Mr. Evans. Thank you all so much, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your night. And again, congratulations to all of the inductees. Thank you.